Ladies and gentlemen, how are you today? And this video is actually for a young lady on my course called Alexandra Novak. I think that's how you pronounce it, Alexandra. Now, Alex has been having trouble with actually uploading the Facebook comments plugin to her blog. So I thought what I'd do here is actually go through the whole process with you so you can see exactly how to load the Facebook comments plugin to your WordPress blog, okay? So first of all, the Facebook comments plugin I'm talking about is a Facebook comments plugin by a young man called Graham Swan, and it's called Facebook Comments for WordPress. So if you go and Google Facebook Comments for WordPress, then you'll find this page, and it is by a guy called Graham Swan, as I said, okay? And there's loads of info on this page. It basically shows you a demo of how the Facebook comments work, how the screenshots look, the way you can have it in reverse, or for black sites or anything like that, okay? And it goes through upcoming features and stuff like that. But the main thing I want to go down to is the instructions, how to install and set up. So first of all, what you need to do is download the plugin and unzip it onto your plugins folder, okay? So we're going to click download the plugin there. And then it comes over to here, and then you just simply click on this little red button here that says download version 1.6, okay? And then that is going to download that onto your computer. Save the file. Now, while it's doing that, I'm going to nip across to my FTP, and I'm actually going to find my blog that I'm going to be using for this. I've literally created a test blog, okay? This is a test blog loaded up on my main domain. And now, if you guys don't know how to use FTP clients or anything like that yet, then please do. A lot of you watching this video will be on my list and will have been sent my highly recommended book by Chris Farrell called Create Your Own Website by 345, or Create Your First Website, sorry, by 345. And Chris goes through exactly how to use FTP clients and all that kind of stuff. So do go and check that book out. If you haven't got it, then let me know and I'll send you a copy. Okay, so I want to go across to my FTP and I want to find my blog folder that I can upload that to. So we're looking for a little file that says test blog. That's what we're looking for. A little file that says test blog. And there it is, okay? So I'm going to enter there. And within test blog are going to be all my WordPress files, okay? Now, what I've done is I've actually gone in, it's downloaded the folder, and I've gone and I've put it on my desktop. So the Facebook comments, it's going to come in as a zip, okay? You then need to unzip it and put it where you can find it. And so mine is a file here. You can see it's Facebook Comments for WordPress is a file there in my desktop, okay? So what we now need to do, according to the instructions, is, if we just go back to the main instructions, is we need to unzip it to this file here, wp-content/plugins. So if I go into my FTP, then within my test blog, there should be, hopefully, actually let's just do that little arrow there, WP content, which there is, and if I click on that, then there's the plugins. So I'm going to click on plugins, and what I want to do is I want to put my Facebook Comments for WordPress folder in here, okay? So let's upload that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause the video while these files, there's 18 files in all, upload over onto this folder here. Alright, so that's uploaded now over here, so that's now going to be somewhere within my WordPress blog, okay? So, if we go back and we go to our WordPress dashboard, go to the plugins section, and then we can click the activate link. So if we go over here and actually go down to the plugins section, plugins, then we should be able to see the Facebook comments. Oh, just been looking at the times around the world there. And there it is, Facebook comments for WordPress, and we click activate. Now, what it's going to tell us is that the Facebook comments box will not be included in our post until we have set a valid application ID. Now, what we need to do is go back to Facebook and we need to create a valid application ID. Now, to create an app ID, you need to go to this web page here, which is developers.facebook.com/setup. Okay, developers.facebook.com/setup. So we're going to put in here the site name. Test blog is my site name, and then you want the full URL of the site. So mine is actually joetheentrepreneurcom/test blog. I don't really use Joe the Entrepreneur anymore, but it's my root domain directory. So okay, oh, and you need to put another / at the end. It will only create it if you put another / at the end. Make sure that's correct, and then click Create App. And you have to just go through a quick captcha, increase industry, click Submit, and drum roll, ba-boom! Here we have our application ID and our application secret. If we go back to his instructions, all this bit here is what he says it looks like in Facebook. And if you already have applications and you go to your main application page, this is what it does look like. You'd go in to set up new application. I've gone right from the beginning on exactly how to create an application in the first place. But if you already have applications, you simply need to go to your application page and click Set Up New Application. And call it a name and agree, okay? And then it will give you your app ID and your secret. So you need both of these to put them back into your Facebook, back into your blog, okay? So if we go back here and just copy these two, and let's put them on a blank sheet of paper, okay? All right, and actually let's just get rid of app ID. We know that's the app ID, and let's get rid of app secret because we know that's the app secret. Okay, all right. So if we go back to our blog, now what we can do is just click on this button. This is going to take us to the options page that we want. But if you've messed around and you've gone off this one, if you go back down to the Facebook comments for WordPress and click on the settings tab here, that is also going to take you through to that options page, okay? So if we go through to the Facebook comments settings tab, you can see there is where it needs the ID and there is where it needs the secret key, okay? So if we go in and click on the ID, oops, and copy the ID and paste that in there, and then if we go back and get the application secret key and then paste that in there, and then you can mess around with all the options here if you want. Okay, you can go back and have a look and decide what options you want, whether you want it reverse, dark, how many posts you want to display, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so we update the options, and that is basically it. That should now be on your site. So if we go back to the main page and have a look at this first thing, obviously I haven't edited it or anything. That's the first one, but there up comes Facebook comments. And that's what it looks like, okay? And you can comment. Now, I do have a few problems with my Firefox. I've done something to my Firefox, which I haven't yet been able to resolve. So I'm going to go over to Chrome, okay? And I'm going to show you how it works. So this is my first post. Here up comes my Facebook comments. I'm logged in as Joe Barnes. I can now test this plugin. I've got ticked post comment to my Facebook profile, so let's post that. That's then going to come up as testing this plugin. And if we go back here and go to my profile page, then on my profile page, test this plugin. There you go, and there it is, coming in from the test blog. All right. So that is basically how you put that Facebook comments blog. I'm just going to remove that, otherwise people will go to that blog and I don't want them to, because there's nothing there. So that is basically how you add your Facebook comments to your blog. Yep. And as I said, the site is called Facebook comments for WordPress. Oops, didn't turn off my Skype. Hold on a second. Facebook. Oops. I'm getting a phone call. Hold on. Facebook comments for WordPress, and it's Graham Swan. Okay, guys, thanks very much. Take care, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye-bye.